Well, we are in the parking lot at the Gorge Underground, which is the flooded cave slash flooded mine. I'm not sure which one it is that we are going kayaking in.
Hopefully we don't fall in. The water's probably pretty chilly.
Yeah, I think they said it was like 45 degrees, and it's like 50 degrees in the cave, which is why I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt when it's 87 degrees outside. So this is not a pet-friendly excursion, so Riley is staying back at the cabin, making sure nothing gets in and making sure she doesn't get out. Yeah, we don't really know a ton to expect. Some of the pictures we saw, they were like LED lights in the water. You can do regular kayaking, tandem kayaking, crystal kayaking, which is like a glass bottom kayak, and
paddleboarding?
Yeah, stand-up paddleboarding. You can also take like a pontoon boat and just all go together, but we thought kayaking would be pretty fun because we like to kayak. Stand-up paddleboarding might be more entertaining for you guys because neither one of us have done that, but we will record as much as we can. I will mention that we are on the GoPro because we have a waterproof case for it, so hopefully the footage doesn't look too crazy, but only time will tell. Got Candace all geared up. We had to rent one of these because we forgot ours. Thankfully we didn't have to buy one. We made it.
We survived.
We didn't drown. Wow.
That was a lot of fun.
That was really, really cool. I think the group's maxed out at like 12 people.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't a giant group. We had 2 guides, one up front, one at back. That was really, really cool.
I could have stayed in there for like half the day.
Yeah, there was no current, obviously, because it's a flooded limestone mine. We did find out it was a limestone mine. But yeah, it was relaxing, it was quiet, it was peaceful.
It was 55 degrees. Yeah,
which currently it's 87 outside, which is quite the difference. Nobody flipped. Nobody fell in. They do have an option for tandem, which is kind of cool. Some of the people with younger kids took that option, which makes sense. And I kind of thought you had to pay extra for the crystal.
Yeah, I thought you did too, but we had, like, you could see.
Yeah, the bottoms were clear. Somebody said that the crystal ones had lights on them, so like you could see more because the lights were shining. So I guess that would kind of make sense. But our guides, their boats had lights shining on the bottom, so you could always tell where the guides were. And they pointed out some stuff. Highly recommend. Tons of fun. Not scary at all. We'll call out some of the stuff in the video, hopefully, if some of it shows up well enough. We saw fossils. We saw
A
sinkhole, a skeleton that may or may not be real. She had mentioned that there was a dump truck somewhere in the mine. I guess that's probably one of the drier sections, because the mine's like 80% flooded, 20% dry. I kind of got excited. I thought we were going to drive over a dump truck, and that would have been neat. But yeah. So we are going to head back to the house, check in on Riley Doodle. I'm sure her nap was lovely and she's ready to wake up and enjoy some time with us.
So tomorrow we're checking out of the cabin we're in right now, and we are heading to Lexington, Kentucky for a few days. So we'll be checking in somewhere new tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we're going to try to, if this doesn't work out, I'll cut it. I think we're going to try to do a hike maybe, because we have a few hours to do nothing. Mm-hmm. There's a hike called Creation Falls. It looked kind of interesting, so we might check that out. But yeah, definitely recommend Gorge Underground Gorge. Gorge Underground. They've been here since like 2015, so it's still kind of new. If you guys are anywhere in this area of the Red River Gorge, check it out. God bless you.
Welcome to our cabin in Beattyville, Kentucky. We've been staying in this cabin in Beattyville for a couple of nights now. We're about to head out, but we wanted to give y'all a quick little tour. It's a pretty simple, basically a one-room cabin, but we've really loved staying here. They do have a nice-sized kitchenette with a mini fridge, microwave, toaster oven, sink, basically everything that you need. It does not have a cooktop, but there is a grill out back, which we will show y'all. The only other room in here is the bathroom.
Pretty simple setup, nice shower stall. Of course, you got your toilet and the sink.
A luxury to some.
Yes.
And then over here, where our cute little Riley girl is laying, is the bedroom with a very, very comfy queen-size bed.
You think the bed is comfy, honey? Are you a fan of the bed? Of course you are.
And then lastly, you've got your little dining area, workstation, whatever you want it to be. It's a pretty good sized table. And then behind me, they do have a small TV. We didn't actually use it while we were here, but it said in the guide that you get like some local channels. I don't think it has Netflix or anything like that. And there is a window AC unit as well.
Which is very important because it's been in the 90s this week.
And if it's not in the 90s, they've got 3 separate heating units. There's one right here, and then there's 2 over behind Andrew.
Yeah, there's a little electric one and a propane backup just in case the power goes out, so that's great.
So you probably won't get cold. There's also a ceiling fan, which is nice.
Fan.
For some airflow.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've actually loved this place a lot more than we thought we would. Not to sound rude, but it looks better than it did in the pictures, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're kind of sad to leave.
Yeah, from the description on the Airbnb website that we used, it's a retired couple, and they have this cabin here. I think they have 4 other ones?
I think they have 5 total. There's one just like this one. Then there's one that's just like slightly bigger, and I think it's got like some bunk beds like set up on this wall over here. There's one that said it had a river view, I think, and that one has 2 bedrooms with like a loft space. And then I think the other one was kind of similar to the bigger one, but didn't have a river view. So I think there's 5.
Yeah,
5 total.
Which is pretty cool because I guess that's just their like retirement plan. They met us in person. Larry was absolutely hilarious giving the tour. Right before he left, after he showed me around, he goes, and I'm not gonna impersonate his Kentucky accent, of course. He said, "If you like the place, we hope you come back and enjoy it again." He said, "And if you didn't like the place, well, maybe just check this off your bucket list and don't come back." And he said it in the nicest way possible. He was really funny. He was, it was a nice tour from him. One of my favorite things is just like the old-fashioned cabins, like of yesteryear, they have the rope in the corner, which I looked up, and apparently it was to help keep like bugs and insects out. But today it's basically used to cover up the fact that all the corners aren't perfect, not just in his cabin, but like in lots of log cabins. I think that's more of a today thing, because I think the settlers in the 1700s didn't really give a darn if their cracks didn't line up. I'm gonna put my shoes on and give you guys a quick tour of the outside. Okay, so we're gonna keep the outdoor tour pretty quick because it's nice and simple, and I mean that in the best way possible. There's a fire pit that you can cook on as well with that grate on top. Larry has included a ton of free firewood, which is incredible because most places you have to pay for firewood. You might get like 2 or 3 pieces for free, but there's a giant stack of wood. If it wouldn't have been 90 degrees this week, we definitely would have been using that a lot more. There's a very large picnic table that you could comfortably sit like 6 or 8 people on, which is great. And a very convenient park-style barbecue grill, which is actually where we cooked our hot dogs the first night when we got here, which just makes cleanup a breeze because it's outside. And that's basically it. Like I said, there's 5 other rentals on this property, but you can't see them at all. They're all down this asphalt road down there. There is no road noise. It is extremely private and secluded. And you're only like 7 minutes from the town of Beattyville. So this has been an absolute dream cabin to stay at. And the last thing I will show you, of course, you have a nice parking spot that backs right up to the cabin, which is great for easy unloading and easy loading. And you also have an adorable little front porch with 2 folding Adirondack chairs. So we're gonna finish packing up the car. We've just got a few more things to pack, and then we're gonna head on out of here, unfortunately. We have really enjoyed this stay. If you guys are anywhere near Beattyville, Kentucky, or you're interested in exploring the Red River Gorge, you've got to stay here. It's a great place. We have checked out of the cabin in Beattyville and are on our way to our next stay in Lexington, Kentucky. And we've got a little time to kill because we can't check in until 4. So we're going to hit one more trail in the Red River Gorge area, and this is Creation Falls. It's 1.4 miles and about 260 feet of elevation gain.
I think at the end there's a really pretty and large arch as well as a waterfall, and we read on all trails that when it's super warm outside, people like to swim like at the base of the waterfall.
Yeah, so I got my Speedo packed, so that'll be a sight for the YouTube. But yep, Riley is gonna walk around with us and enjoy this trail, so we're gonna get on the trail and see what we find. We have made it to the arch. Slightly bigger than the arch we saw yesterday, Hidden Arch. I would actually consider that an arch. That's really, really cool. That's like a 40-foot span. We still haven't made it to the falls yet. I can hear they're just around the corner. Riley enjoyed her hike down. So we're gonna head on over to the falls and check out them too. We have seen the arch, we have seen Creation Falls, and now it is time to hike back up to the car.
Unfortunately, it was all downhill on the way to the falls, which, if you can do the math, means it's all uphill on the way back to the car.
I'm not sure that's math and not logic, but that's okay. Yeah, that works. We hope you guys enjoyed our short couple of days in Beattyville, Kentucky. From here, we are moving westward towards Lexington, Kentucky, and we're going to be there for a few days, doing some walks, doing some hikes. I guarantee we will see something about horses while we are there, if you know anything about Lexington, Kentucky.
So we'll see y'all in Lexington.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna hop on my shoes.
He's gonna hop on his shoes.
I'm gonna put my shoes on.
And then lastly, we've got...
It is extremely secluded. There is no road noise. Y'all, Candace just peed on the trail. Look at that.
I couldn't hold it anymore.
Thanks for watching Riley Roams. Please subscribe to our channel to keep up with all of our travels. Don't forget to hit that like button and leave us a comment below about your favorite part of this video.